All right, welcome, kings and queens. Today we back, y'all, and I'm gonna be honest with you. We are talking all things love and marriage, Huntsville, but there's a couple of things that occurred to me, and you may get a little bit of tone today. You may get a little bit of tone regarding my commentary because I just wrote some bullet points down, and I'm like, even I'm confused. Normally, I feel like I have a pretty good feel of things. I know a phone call occurred. I know Kiki was on all everything that I've told y'all from the beginning, right? No need to repeat myself. For those of you that ride with me, all right, thank you for hanging in there because it's only a matter of time before the truth came out. And you know, your girl will never steer you in the wrong direction. But even past that, like a lot of you, I'm like, this shit is way deeper than I thought. Some of this don't even make sense. There's a lot of questions that people are steering away from. And when I say people, I'm talking about Anthony, I'm talking about Kiki, and I'm talking about Kiki's mother, right? Now, when I looked at it, it really bothered me. It really, really bothered me because I'm like, this is crazy. And there's a lot of things that are not being said. I don't typically go in listening to the things that people are saying. I'm listening for what you're not saying. And what has not been said is what did Melody actually do to Kiki? Ain't nobody said nothing between the three, which leads me to believe you concocted this because you lied, Kiki. But hold on, follow me very closely. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about all this. I was like, this is the craziest mess I've ever seen. All over jealousy, envy, and strife. Listen, it ain't no way around this. This is jealousy, envy, and strife. Okay. So, as I'm thinking about this morning, and I'm listening to some of the content creators give feedback, I said, damn, this reminds me of the Wanda Holloway story. And I don't know if you all are familiar with this story. It happened in 1992 in Texas. Okay. I think about in the 1990s. Wanda Holloway was a very envious mother who would do anything to see her daughter win. So, what Wanda Holloway did in the 1990s is she tried to hire a hitman to kill, to unalive either a cheerleader on the team, a head cheerleader on the team, or both the cheerleader and her mother. And what she intended is she intended that once we get the head cheerleader and her mother out of the way, this will give my daughter an opportunity to become a part of the team. So when the media got a hold of this story, y'all, it just blew up. It turned into like this movie. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It happened in Texas. Jealousy, envy, and strife. Wanting access to something that you did not work for, it doesn't belong to you, but you want it. And you would be willing to do anything to, to get it. That's what that reminded me of. I'm like, damn, I think it was Tea Talk with Your Girl that talked about the behavior of the mothers are exposing the envy that their daughters have or may have. Let me say may have for Melody. And you know what? I'm going to even say this. Maybe it's not their daughters. Maybe it's the mothers. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Either way, it's very, very disturbing. That was the first thing that came to mind about the Wanda Holloway story, right? And I also feel like as Black folk, we don't really dig deep into behaviors and the agenda of other people because we tend to keep our a lot of things surface level when it comes to us because I think sometimes we are in denial that people can be really bad. People in our own community, people of your own skin tone, right? Of your likeness can be really bad, really dark and really twisted. And because you cannot wrap your head around it, it can't be true. It don't make sense or it did not happen. And I think that's a way for us to channel subconsciously anything that makes us feel uncomfortable. But just because you can't swallow it or it's a hard pill to swallow doesn't mean that it's not happening. And this is crazy in and of itself. And I want to break it down just a little bit, real quick. I'll say it before. not I'll say before, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Black people, we are suckers for a good old story. We are suckers for a good comeback story, a good a good uh a good emotional story, a story that pulls and tugs at our heartstrings. And we often get stuck in the matters of the heart and we stay there. Okay. I'm not there anymore. I'm looking at this thing and I'm saying, this is absolutely crazy. And I don't think many of you are really looking at it, taking a step back. And let me tell you why I say that. Take Melody off the table. Take Love and Marriage Huntsville off the table. Follow me quickly. Catch up. If you don't like what I said what I said. Kiki ain't ish. And I'm finna tell you why I'm saying that. Let me tell you why. Remove the show off the table. Remove Melody off the table. Remove Anthony off the table. Let's just focus on Kiki and her mother. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell you supposed to allow your mama to take those kind of hits and not show up for her publicly. Let me bring some things to your attention. Number one, Kiki ain't stood up for her mama or her friend, quote unquote friend, Melody. Okay. In my opinion, I ain't got no friends that I work with, to be honest with you. I learned that the hard way in corporate America many, 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 many years ago when I was betrayed. You're my associate, but I ain't got no friends. I love you. I'll go to happy hour with you. But most times, y'all, when you think about corporate America, when you leave the job, the phone calls stop, the check-ins stop, the text messages stop. Me personally, I don't look at my coworkers as my friends. Me personally. I have very many that I like, some I can call for advice, but they're not my friends. Does that make sense? But let me get back on track. Kiki ain't stood up for her mama or her quote unquote friend. Ain't no way a blogger should be able to get online and mention your mama so freely, even if it's true, even if she did what they said she did. Where's your honor and your energy for your mama? I'll tell you why. Because where's the honor? There isn't any. There is no honor amongst thieves. You allow Anthony to get on that live and trash the hell out of your mama, and you didn't even pull up. You didn't even pull up. That's the first thing. The second thing is you pulled up on my live. You had a lot of energy towards me. You don't even know me. And I get it. I get it. But where's that same energy for your mom? Because you was in my chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But when it comes to your own damn mama, you allowed your mama to be drugged like a doormat. I don't respect that. Are you kidding me? Your own mother? By your homeboy? Are you kidding me? Listen, am I crazy? I don't give a damn who you are. If somebody you know that you've been kikiing with, whatever, behind the scenes, y'all been in relationship, complexities, whatever it is, and they got the audacity to hop on their platform, just like Queen Sheba did, you ain't gonna say shit? You ain't gonna pull up in the chat? You're not gonna even say, keep my mom's name out of this. Yeah, she guilty, and I'ma handle that. But come on, don't shit on my mom. To your friend, I'm not talking about to the rest of the bloggers, because you said I love you. So you have a different kind of love for Anthony as a blogger, which tells me he's not just a blogger to you because you use the word love. You not gonna say nothing? Okay, am I crazy? Let me ask y'all something. Would you say something in honor of your mother, even if she did what everybody say she did? We know her mom did, but we also know Kiki did. But in spite of your mom doing everything that the people said she did, if your friend got on their platform to throw your mother under the bus, would you pull up? Would you at least try to have some energy for your mom? Child, in my opinion, the reason why I say Kiki wouldn't shit, because she ain't even have no heart to at least protect her own mother. Which leads me to the next question. What does Anthony really have on you? What kind of deal did you make? What the hell did you get yourself caught up in? That's so bad and detrimental, bitch, that you can't even take up for your mama. That you can't even take up for your mama. This girl done somewhat turned her damn back against her own mama. And baby, don't use me as a deflection. Don't use me as a deflection. I want you to keep that same energy for your mother. I want you to pull up for your mother. Okay? You allow your mother, your friend whom you love, to throw your mother under the bus so that you can save your damn self. And y'all really say, "Oh, I gotta really?" Now let me explain something. People that will do their family like that, they don't give a damn about us. They don't give a damn about you. If you're not connected to your mother in that way, it ain't no way I should save a soft spot for you because that's your mom. But let me point out another thing, a third thing. Ain't no way I'd allow my mom to stand out there on the line against a firing squad by herself, y'all. I'm talking about principle, not emotion. Forget who we like. That's why I said take everything out of it. Forget who we like. This comes down to mother and daughter. For real? Forget the TV show. That's why I say take everybody out of the equation. Look at this Kiki and her mother. You gonna let everybody fire away at your mother. Ignore the bloggers, right? Even if we take all the bloggers away, you gonna let Anthony talk about your mama like that? Girl, you crazy as hell. Okay? You crazy as hell. You supposed to be her keeper. She did that for you. I don't know about you, but if my mama went hard for me like that, even though it's wrong, I'm still gonna be her keeper because I'm made in her image. And I'm gonna always protect my mom, even in her wrongdoing. You know what? I'm gonna have to pick my head up, come out, and stand beside her, even if it means facing the harshest outcome, because that's what we do. And we're gonna ride out together. Period, point blank. My mama? No, you're not gonna talk about my mom. And even if you do, at least I'm going to show face and I'm going to show courage. And I'm going to say, hey, hold up, drop the link. You could have pulled up and said, or you could have came in the chat. You could have said something on your page. You said you need your own platform. Then where were you for your mother? Even if you don't want to pull up on his channel, how come you didn't pull up on yours and say, listen, guys, it didn't have to be harsh. I understand the concern. I understand your questions. I understand how everybody's feeling. But I'm going to support my mother. I'm sorry this has played out the way it has. And I know a lot of people are upset. But my mother did that because she loved me. And I have to be responsible together with my mother. Girl, you ain't shit to me. To me. And don't be saying you've been not liking Kiki. That's true. Ever since I found out what she was up to. So I already told you why. I said I quit. I started looking at her sideways after I was like, damn, this lady. And I had at first I had to watch it because you never know what's true or not. And I'm like, I guess this is true. You really finna character assassinate your homegirl, your friend. And now you're allowing it to happen to your mother? Stop it. And listen, don't be so quick to take up for her. And this is why I say, because I believe this is way deeper than what we think. Hell, even I don't have the answers. Something ain't right, y'all. Something ain't right. When somebody allows their mom to get beat up on by their friend on their friend's platform, and they don't even have an ounce of courage to speak up against that friend, girl, you had all that smoke for me. Show it, show it, show it. Ain't said shit for your mom. Not even on your own platform. You ain't even asked people to back up off your mama. Hey, y'all, can you take it easy on my mother? That's my mother. You ain't said nothing. And that's why I'm like, this has to be way deeper than what we think. Something ain't right. Even I'm scratching my head because y'all know, Black folks, we don't play behind our mamas, even when they wrong. Something is not adding up. And you brought your Black ass to my channel to protect Anthony, but won't even lift your church finger up to at least protect your mama. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And I told y'all was going to get some tone today. I told y'all was going to get some tone today. There is no honor amongst thieves. You, for some reason, and I don't know what's going on, but it seems like you and Anthony are protecting each other at the expense of your own mama. And ain't nobody peeped that. Ain't nobody called that out. because we getting lost in what's right before us. Dig a little bit deeper. Why would you protect Anthony over your mother? I think we've all been so busy focused on Kiki and Melody. But if you take a step back and if you look at it from a distance, there's a bigger picture. Desperate people do desperate things. But by the grace of God, ain't no weapon or no weapon. There should not be no weapon in hell on this planet that could convince you to sacrifice your mama for fame. Period, point blank. I don't give a damn if my mama insisted on saying, I'll take it. I'll take it. I said, well, we going to take it together, mama. We going to go out there together. Me and my mama would take that hit together, or I would take it for her. But if she insisted as a grown woman, I don't know, but she wouldn't be out there by herself. And it kind of reminds me of the Bible tale, the judgment of Solomon, in First Kings. And it's about the story of two women who came to King Solomon. This was the story of two young babies. One was alive and one was dead. And both of the mothers claimed to be the mother of the living child. So the king said, I got a solution. So the king said, I have a solution. Here's what I propose. See, what neither of the women or the quote unquote mothers knew that the ultimate test that the king was doing was not to find out necessarily who the real mother was, but who was the enemy of the kingdom, right? So his proposal was, we're going to split the baby in half. You're going to get 50% of the baby, and you're going to get a piece of the baby. In this instance, use the baby to be symbolic of the show. You get a piece, you get a piece. Because both of you are claiming to be the mother. The first mother says, that sounds great. Go ahead and split the baby. The second mother says, absolutely not. I'd rather her have the baby than for you to harm the baby. Please don't harm the baby. Give the baby to her. Okay? And in that moment, the king said, give the baby to number two, the lady number two, because now I know this is the real mother of the baby, because she would rather sacrifice not having the baby and giving the baby to this lady than for me to harm the baby. You would rather sacrifice your mama to protect your own ass. You rather your mom be split in the middle. And what I mean, split in the middle, like talking about the story, to go against all these people on the internet than for you to stand beside her or you to take the hit. Okay? Or y'all take it together. You would rather sacrifice your mother to protect your place on the show. You would rather sacrifice your mother to protect your friendship with Anthony. I can't get with it, y'all. Kiki, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because one thing we do know is you're a fighter. We do know that. That's undeniable. Can nobody deny that? You are a fighter. You pulled up on Tisha. You pulled up on me. You pulled up on Tiffany. You've shared stories of the past where you pulled up on folks. And you say, oh, you don't mind fighting. You don't mind finishing a good old fight. But when it comes to Anthony Lofty's, it appears that you've tucked your tail between your legs and you've run and you've left your mother at the guillotine. I can't get with it because it's supposed to be family over everything, even in the midst of our flaws. Every family has strife, confusion, and flaws. But I be damn, I'm finna put a blogger before my family publicly. I be damn, I'm finna put a blogger before my own damn mama. My own damn mama. Y'all, this way deeper than what we think. It's right here in front of our faces. Even as it continues to unfold, I'm like, what the hell is this? But Kiki, you should absolutely be ashamed of yourself that you allow your mom to go on the chopping block so that you can save your own ass. Where's the fight for your mother? In my opinion, you all, this is a whole kind of low. This is a whole different kind of low. Ain't no way in hell I'm sacrificing my mama for nothing. Period, point blank. Especially to save my own ass. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I can't respect it. I can't get with it. Period, point blank.